Every single person who doubted us, this is what cowardice does for you. You hang back, you stay coy, you stay meek. There it is.
Really?
An easy, fast resign.
That's a little premature.
Why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right, I am a coward.
Good. Welcome back to the Coward Chess Speedrun. We are just gonna run it right now. We're at 1601. We are trying to stay up there. We're running the hedgehog system, which I forget somewhat. I think we do this. Yes, that's correct. We're trying to castle quickly.
Yes.
That's the key of all of our openings. Trying
Correct.
to castle quickly, trying to be very coy, trying to stay out of our opponent's way. Let's do this, because if he pushes, we want sort of an escape route.
Bro, so smart. Exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, now we can try and castle real quick. Like.
Castle that shit.
And then once we're castled,
Then
we have a
can
new
start
escape
thinking.
square here. So now we can bring this knight here. It's like those games where you have those cars in a parking lot and you're trying to get like the red car out.
Mario Kart.
No, exactly, not at all.
Tux Racer.
I don't know what you're saying.
That's the one where there's a penguin
Okay.
and you're trying to race him down the slope.
Gotcha. Maybe some of this?
Definitely some of that. So the keys to the Hobble system, or not the Hobble system, I'm so sorry.
The hedgehog
system and the cowardly way overall is to stay on our side of the board, which we're doing beautifully here. Protect our king by slathering him in pieces.
Ooh, I like that.
Shuffling
description.
our pieces to the highest extent we can before actually losing the game, or without losing the game. Retreating, as we will show now, in a good way.
And if we get the chance, we're going to close up this position.
Yeah, because it's harder to lose when you're cloistered and hunkered down.
I wouldn't say harder.
No, yeah, we've done it before many
In
times,
some ways,
actually.
literally easier, but it's going to be slower.
It's going to be slower, yes. A slow death is preferable to a quick one.
I don't know how that's cowardly. We'll think about it
We'll
later.
think about... We have the lore, right?
Yeah.
We just have to flesh it out a little bit. So a little bit of bishop b7 action is probably called for.
Okay.
Jesus, just begging him to blunder, essentially.
That's how we have to do it.
Just clasping your hands and pleading.
What we've found in this opening is that we often end up with historically bad pieces.
Right.
Just utter, like...
Complete garbage.
Garbage.
Well, bishop b there it's completely legal. It's a legal move.
Okay.
You can't say it's not a legal move.
It is
dude.
a legal move. That's not a criticism that would be valid of that move.
So therefore it's good to say and
So
good to do.
this move, not my favorite in a normal game because, it's not doing much. But I guess, we could see if you... In a
That's the
normal
move.
game, like, that would be the move, right?
That's the move that maybe we do even play.
Because we're interested in actually winning.
Well, we just kind of want to soften up that rock of pawns in the middle.
Would we ask for a sacrifice?
Beg for a sacrifice.
No, we have a
Please.
few pieces that can...
We don't, though.
We have a piece that can jump
This
in
is
here.
such a bad square that it covers. So you see why. Because upon this move, takes, mate on this square.
Right.
Which is not defended by our fucking stupid E8 knight covering G7.
Oh, right.
So perhaps we dream of some of this.
Yeah, but we're getting ambitious here. Why don't we just shuffle?
Oh yes, you're so right.
Why do we have any aspirations?
Sorry, I'm getting too big for my britches.
Yeah.
My britches are actually feeling a little tight on me right now because of how big I'm getting for my britches.
What are bridges?
I think they're underpants.
Okay.
I should know what I'm talking about when I talk about britches. But anyway, we're shuffling.
Okay.
Okay, if we shuffle back, we can actually attack that pawn, threaten to win it. This is something that we do. Haha, do. Anyway, what we think...
No.
Oh dear. That's okay, let him shove it all the way down and then we'll push G6. What we do, and it's fine that we do it, is that we try to win material when we can. Let's go F6 now, giving ourselves a little room to breathe. It's not a sin to breathe. It's a sin to breathe on other people.
Thanks for clarifying that.
But it's not a sin for us to breathe.
It's not a sin to breathe.
If we breathe so hard that it makes our opponent uncomfortable, yeah, just push that shit, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, a sacrifice on G6 could happen. Let's just say that.
Let's pray it doesn't.
Let's pray it don't. Honestly, I don't
the
think
thing
it
is, we
works.
can tuck ourselves under this.
Yeah.
Well, he does have checks coming in.
Tucker Carlson.
Carlson. Maybe this?
Yeah. It's
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not, it's very close.
It's very close. It's so hard to lose when it's so close. What if... How are you getting in? Explain to me as white how you penetrate this impenetrable system fortress of sorts. Of
Do
course.
we... Well, we kind of have to go for this trade.
We always go for trades. However, we have to be careful. If knight takes, it attacks the e6 pawn.
That's pretty annoying.
Which is fine. We can just sort of cower and go
Would
queen
we prefer
e7.
to recapture here? Well, the thing is, it's preventing our queen shuffles.
I think if we go takes, knight takes, queen e7, we don't have even a care in the world. And we've sort of shuffled the queen already.
Okay, that's true. I like
And
it.
we like taking trades. Trades is coward.
Yeah. Maybe
Now,
takes with the queen.
If takes with the queen and then we recapture, we have trouble taking. So now queen e7 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If he took with the queen, I was thinking that would have been a better move because we actually have trouble after the queen trade defending that e pawn. Shite. Oh, the knight is hanging.
Well, yeah, that's true. It doesn't have a check. This a very important calculation. This knight, if this knight were to have a check after, would be very poor.
It would be poor, but taint. And now the knight is pinned. See, look at this.
'Cause the
Look at
queen
this.
is undefended.
Every single person who doubted us, this is what cowardice does for you. You hang back. You stay coy. You stay meek.
And you notice
look,
hanging pieces.
You
which-
notice. Shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to wax eloquent here. Okay.
Okay.
There it is.
Really?
And easy, fast resigns.
That's a little premature.
Everything is premature. You're
Trying hard
you're
enough.
Something. Let's go back a little bit. Let's zoom back. Let's see if there's something more cowardly we can
So,
do.
something more cowardly that's not so bad, maybe?
Yeah. Like when they push the pawn, they're gonna push the e5 pawn.
What did it want from us here, actually?
What do you
E5?
want
Okay,
from
well,
me?
we're not doing that. So, also, what does it want here? Oh,
D2.
98?
98 really is a
Okay,
strong. Okay,
top
if it's
move.
strong and
Honestly,
cowardly.
we're fine with this evaluation.
We are. Yeah.
It's not, well, we gotta close the position.
Okay, we do have to close the position, but is there something else we could do from the listed moves that is also cowardly? Bishop b7, just plodding on with our own plans. Interesting.
H6 is better
H6.
here.
I don't like h6, just because we have to actually calculate things after queen d2.
Yeah, A5.
G6 is coy. A5. I don't believe in the temerity of that move.
Yeah. G6.
G6 I like. That's kind of a kind of shitty little move.
King H8.
God, King H8 is mega fearful. Honestly,
kinda like that.
I like King H8.
Okay, those are some good ideas.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. So, it doesn't like that, but we're still not in the worst evaluation.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
So that sort of adheres to our principles anyway.
Where does it go south in terms of eval? The queen shuffle. It doesn't love that. Not surprising, though. Because it allows the pawn to push.
The pawn push is not to worry about, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we brought it back with that move a little bit. Did we? Kind of?
A little. Yeah.
Yeah, because we eschewed cowardly principles and actually tried to open the position.
Yeah. The
Shit.
first non-cowardly move is like, oh, thank goodness.
The engine breathes a gasping sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So here I was wondering if there's any bishop sack. There's not. But
It just wants us to take here.
wow. Oh.
Yeah, it kind of makes
You
sense.
gotta say it.
We can also trade out some pieces that are right now aiming at our king.
Yeah. It is
So-
it is cowardly to trade pieces, right?
It is,
I
yeah.
forget sometimes.
So
The closure.
this
The
is
immediate
not good.
-4.
This is not good.
Really? Why so?
So
Why
bringing
come?
the knight in is, whew, that's tough. That's a toughie.
Is it though? I don't believe +4 here. I'll come out and say it. I'll say it bravely and say it proud. I don't believe the engine in this position.
Well, the thing is, our knights can't really move.
So, yes, and.
This knight, yes, this knight kind of needs to the knights are just so bad.
The thing is, we have c5 at any given moment, and that solves literally all of our problems. Because,
The engine strongly disagrees, but okay.
well, what is the engine, huh? if
Okay.
not a man? If not but a man, what is the engine? What is the
I don't
engine
even
but
know how to
a
begin.
man sitting on the other side in chess.com servers telling us the best moves? They
Yeah.
have captive grandmasters. They're telling us some shit that doesn't make any sense. So clearly we know better. We're also men
What if
who
the,
also
what
know.
if the, what is the engine if not a really small? They tend to be small grandmaster
Yeah.
that they put inside every computer ever bought.
That's
Yeah,
I mean
sort of like the people who announced the station on the metro.
yes.
It's just a little woman
a little woman
in
well,
each car.
Yeah. In the,
10
in-
identical ones with the same voice.
Dude.
It must be that.
I believe in analog supremacy, and I
Yeah.
can't imagine a situation or a life that is worth living that involves a machine telling me what chess moves to do. I disagree, and I won't have
You're
it.
in for a very rude awakening.
I won't goddamn stand for it. That's what. Okay.
Okay, but now this is at least sharp because they have 2 moves. They need to take with the queen. Well,
Yeah.
hold on. That's just a recapture. Hold on. That's why.
But I thought
this
the
is
queen.
case.
I thought the queen recaptures was better. Actually, can we go back?
It is better.
So
Oh,
well,
no, it's
just
not better.
the very.
Oh, it is. It's very
Okay,
close.
it's very close, but I was thinking like here, if we recapture instantly, it's really difficult to defend this. Like, how the hell do we defend this pawn? We can't even bring the king. Like, this would be ass for us. No? Okay, maybe not.
Yes, it's still ass for us.
It's
and then it's just
ass for
easier
us,
for them to play.
But like, we can't defend this pawn physically, right? Like, how the hell do we? How the heck do we get in there? No way. So like, we have to. It's actually very hard for us to play after queen takes. Because we can't, we have to trade queens, but simultaneously we can't trade queens. Like, we have to trade queens according to our rules,
Yeah.
but we can't trade queens according to good practice. And then after the queens are traded, how the heck do we defend even if knight comes in? Like, even after queen takes, if we do something, say we even go for this, what's the best? Queen takes g5 is best, but say we go for the second best move. After queen takes, rook takes, knight here, how the hell do we defend this pawn?
97.
No, knight c7. Right.
Knight c7.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought that's why you played c5.
That was kind of why I played c5 in the long
You
run.
could have also
not-
played this knight so you could defend with your bishop.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there are ways. I was the
You just
reason
can't
I
be the one
played
to take the queen.
the reason I played c5. The taking the queen was the best though. The reason I played c5 was just to free up this knight, but I also remember thinking that it frees up this square, but I just didn't look at it. Okay, so it's fine-ish, but queen takes I felt would have been more testing for us.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, but knight takes in the game. And then obvious and insane wonder.
But we were playing for ages with his evaluation, and he just resigns instantly.
Yeah,
That's
he had
weak.
too much respect for us.
Weak-minded. A weak-minded
And
player.
we can respect the weak minds.
Weak
Weak minds
Oh,
think-
we can.
Weak minds think differently. Is what they say.
And if our king had been on,
H.
actually, like here, for example. No,
Let's say
it
if our-
can't be there.
You remember how we were supposed to go king h8 way earlier in the game at some
Well,
point?
that wouldn't work because our queen would capture here.
Wise.
What you're saying
Wisdom.
is like
No,
if
yeah,
here,
wisdom.
yeah.
No, yeah, but wisdom on your part.
Okay.
So like, I really appreciate.
That's
that.
why I was saying the king needed to be here so they could check
Ah.
like this,
Why? Right.
and then
How right you are.
actually it just forks. But even if we could capture the knight, the queen would.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good vision on your part. I can't believe we've actually won another game playing coward chess.
Yeah.
1600 seems so far beyond the
What
realm
we
of
should be
possibility.
doing. Yeah.
So maybe we're on the next game. This is what I want to do. I want to go back to our roots and revisit
Awful.
the Hovel system.